What if everything you've lost was never meant to stay? And what if the chaos in your life is actually your calling? There comes a moment so silent, so still, that the world itself seems to hold its breath for you, and this is that moment. You, the one whose soul has been cracked open by 1,000 unseen battles, have stepped across a line that can never be uncrossed. The realm you've entered is not on any map, not named in any book, not whispered in any sacred hall. It is the domain of those chosen, not by comfort, but by fire. You did not arrive here because you were the strongest, or the loudest, or even the most ready. You were summoned because something deep within you refused to die. The calling did not knock. It broke the door. You woke up in a life that no longer fit you. The people you once laughed with now feel distant. The things you once chased now feel hollow. You tried to numb it, deny it, bury it, but the truth kept bleeding through the cracks. You are not like them. You are not meant for the crowd. You are not meant for sleepwalking through life. Something ancient awakened in you. Something that burns through illusion and leaves nothing untouched. This realm, you've entered this place of no returners, not a punishment. It is the divine initiation reserved only for those who are ready to lose everything false to gain what is eternal. There is no map here, no guide, no applause, only the echo of your own heartbeat and the whisper that says, keep going. You will be misunderstood, you will be judged. But that is the cost of walking with destiny. You must let them go, the expectations, the familiar, the lies. You must carry only what is real. This path will not be easy, but it will be worth it, for you are not here to survive. You are here to remember who you were before the world told you who to be. Welcome, chosen one. The realm has been waiting for you. The shift wasn't loud. It didn't come with lightning or trumpet blasts. It arrived in a whisper, in a silence so loud it shook the very bones of your identity. One day, everything around you looked the same, but it felt off. The colors dulled, the voices rang hollow. Even your own reflection seemed like a stranger. This is the moment the soul awakens, not with glory, but with grief. Grief for the years spent pretending. Grief for the masks you wore so well they almost became your skin, but the soul can only stay buried for so long before it claws its way out. And now it's out. Raw, vulnerable, furious, free. You feel it in your chest, a pull, a pressure, a presence. You don't know where it's taking you, but you know you can't stay where you were. The old path is crumbling behind you, the bridge, burned without your permission. This is the realm of no return, and it is not here to punish. You is here to purify you, to peel away every false layer until only the truth remains. The truth is ugly. The truth is beautiful. The truth will set you on fire before it sets you free. You've tried to explain it to others, haven't you? The ache, the shift, the knowing, but they don't understand. How could they? They are still asleep, still dreaming the dream you've just awakened from. Do not waste your breath trying to bring them with you. Some paths are meant to be walked alone, not because you are unloved, but because you are called. And the calling is sacred. The calling is real. Let the world fall away. Let it misunderstand you. Let it mock you. For you are walking a path where the ground forms only beneath your next step. The unknown is your sanctuary now. Walk in it boldly. You were not chosen because you were ready. You were chosen because you were willing to break, willing to question, willing to walk away from everything they told you life should be. And now, with every breath, you are being dismantled and rebuilt by something greater than yourself. There is no turning back. Not because you can't, but because you wouldn't even if you could. You've tasted something beyond this world, and now the world no longer satisfies. You've seen behind the curtain. The illusion is shattered. And though your body may tremble and your voice may crack, your spirit knows this is right. This is real. There will be days when you feel lost, days when the sky seems to press down on you, days when you question your sanity. But in those moments, remember, this is what it feels like to shed your skin. This is what it feels like to wake up. The realm of no return is not a place on a map, it is a state of being. It is the moment you say, no more lies, no more sleep, no more smallness. It is the moment you look the world in the eye and say, I choose truth over comfort. I choose growth over ease. I choose becoming over belonging. And the world will test you. It will throw storms at you, whisper doubts, send shadows to dance at your feet. But none of that matters, because you are becoming something the world has not seen in centuries. A soul on fire with purpose, a being unchained from fear. Let them doubt you, let them leave, let them call you mad, for you walk with the unseen, you move with the eternal, and your path, though lonely, is holy. They told you to shrink to fit their mold. They taught you that silence was safer than truth, that obedience was better than freedom, that comfort was the highest form of success. But something inside you rebelled, not with noise, but with knowing. You knew, even as a child, that something about this world felt off. If everyone was playing a role in a play no one remembered auditioning for. And now, here you are, walking the edge of reality, with nothing in your hands but faith. They will call you foolish for letting go of the shore. They will say you've lost your way. But what they don't understand is that you've finally found your soul. This journey isn't about escaping the world. It's about remembering who you were before the world made you forget. The realm of no return is not a punishment, it is a mirror. It shows you who you are beneath every layer, every scar, every mask. It reveals the wildness in you, the sacred fire, the raw, untamed truth that cannot be domesticated. You were never meant to blend in. You were born to disrupt the slumber of those around you. You are a living key. Presence unlocks awakening. In others, that is why your path is hard. That is why your circle grows smaller. The realm does not keep the weak, it forges warriors of the soul. So walk tall, even if your knees shake. Speak, even if your voice quivers. Cry if you must, but do not quit. You are not lost. You are being initiated. Pain is not your enemy. It is your compass. Every wound has whispered a lesson. Every betrayal carved a deeper well for wisdom. You see, the ones who carry light must first know what it feels like to be in the dark. The ones who heal must first be broken, and though you didn't choose the sorrow, you are now learning to transmute it. The ashes of your former self are not your shame, they are your offering. This realm has no time for surface level strength. It breaks what is fake and baptizes what is real. You are being taught the language of truth through the syllables of suffering. There will be days you kneel, shaking, asking the heavens why, but even in your silence, you are being answered. The realm speaks not in words, but in synchronicities, in gut feelings, in sudden endings, in unexpected miracles. It strips you so that you may remember what cannot be taken. It isolates you so that you may hear the whisper that was drowned. Out by the crowd, you are not unlucky. You are being realigned. There is a version of you on the other side of this pain that is more radiant, more fearless, more alive than you ever imagined. Don't rush the process. Don't bypass the storm. Let it cleanse you. Let it shake you. And when it passes, you'll rise not as who you were, but as who you were always meant to be. There are two deaths in every life, the death of the body and the death of the mask. The second one is happening now. Can you feel it? The unraveling, the soft collapse of everything false. You are not breaking, you are being reborn. The life you built on fear, on pleasing others, on staying small, it cannot survive in this realm. You must grieve it. You must let it go. No one tells you how lonely healing can be, how silent the battlefield becomes when the only enemy left is the version of yourself that once settled for less. But this silence is sacred. In it, the voice of truth becomes clearer. In it, you meet your soul without distractions. The realm of no return does not accept visitors, only residents. And to live here, you must trade certainty for surrender. You must walk blind into the fire, knowing it won't destroy you, it will define you. Everything you're shedding, identities, relationships, habits, was never you. They were costumes, worn to survive a world that feared your light. But now, the world you once knew cannot contain you. You are too vast, too deep, too real. And so, let the old you die with honor. Bow to it, thank it, and then step forward, barefoot and blazing, into the truth that awaits. You were not meant to be understood. Not yet, not now. Some truths are too raw, too holy, to be digested by those still asleep. That is why you feel alone. That is why your words fall flat in rooms that used to echo with your laughter. You are not broken, you are evolving. And with every step, the gap widens between who you were and who you are becoming. This is the cost of elevation. You must leave behind what no longer rises with you. Do not fear the silence. It is not rejection, it is protection. The realm shields you from noise, so you can hear the divine instructions being written on your bones. You are not meant to chase validation anymore. You are meant to become it. Your very presence will start to disturb those clinging to comfort. Your truth will become a mirror, and many will look away. That is not your burden, that is your sign. Keep walking, keep shedding, keep choosing the path that terrifies your ego but satisfies your soul. There is a sacred loneliness that precedes every resurrection. Let it do its work. Let it strip you until nothing but your essence remains. That essence is your power, and it cannot be taken. You've crossed a threshold the mind can't explain, a point where logic fails and only knowing remains. This realm requires a different kind of vision, not through the eyes, but through the soul. It's why you feel upside down, disoriented. Old rules no longer apply. Old dreams no longer fit. You are not here to rebuild what was. You are here to create what has never been. And that begins by unlearning fear disguised as caution, unlearning shame disguised as humility, unlearning love that was really just control. The more you let go, the more you make space for what is real. And what's real will not rush you. What's real will not confuse you. What's real will speak to your soul in a voice that feels like home. But first, you must clear the noise. The realm of no return is sacred ground. It does not entertain distraction. It demands presence. And presence begins where pretending ends. So strip away the need to prove. Lay down the urge to perform. Let the world misunderstand your silence. It is not absence, it is alignment. You are not falling behind. You are falling inward, and that is where true power lives. Every day you wake up in this realm, the rules change. Not because the universe is chaotic, but because you are. You are in motion, in shedding, in transformation. And with every layer you release, the world reshapes itself to meet your frequency. This is not magic. This is alignment. This is reality without illusion. The people who were once magnetic now feel distant. The goals that once consumed you now feel shallow. That's not failure, it's evolution. You are outgrowing what no longer holds truth. And it's terrifying, isn't it? To walk forward when nothing feels solid. But that is the nature of this realm. It teaches you to build faith in midair, to trust that your wings are forming even as you fall. The ego will scream for control. Let it. It must die for the soul to lead. You will feel lost, but you are not. You are exactly where awakening begins. In the unknown, keep going, keep breathing, keep choosing presence over panic. The old world is dissolving, and what replaces it will not come from outside, it will rise from within you. That is your power. That is your promise. Do you feel it, now, the quiet strength forming in your bones? It doesn't roar like arrogance. It hums like truth. You are not who you were even a chapter ago. The fear that once paralyzed you now bows to your presence. The doubt that once clouded your mind now evaporates in the heat of your awareness. This is the reward of the realm, not riches, not fame, but the rebirth of your own knowing. You know now that survival is not enough. You were not born to repeat. You were born to remember, and remembering comes at a cost. You must leave behind the comfort of belonging to places that never saw you. You must say goodbye to versions of you that were shaped by trauma, not truth. This grief is holy. This loneliness is sacred, for it is clearing the soil of your soul, preparing it for what is to come. Do not fear the emptiness. It is not the end. It is the echo of the false falling away. Soon, something new will rise, something rooted, something real. But for now, let this be enough. You are here, you are awake, and you are not going back. Silence used to scare you. Now it heals you. You've stopped filling space with noise just to feel alive. You don't need everyone to understand you anymore. You've stopped explaining your soul to people still living on the surface. The realm taught you that clarity doesn't shout, it whispers. You now walk with quiet confidence. You don't chase peace, it finds you. This stillness, it's not weakness. It's proof you've survived the storm and no longer need to fight the wind. You are calm, but not passive. Silent, but not empty. You found power in your own presence, and no one can take that from you now. You've outgrown the rooms you once begged to stay in. Not everyone can follow you where you're going, and they're not supposed to. You loved them, but the path asked you to let them go. Not in anger, but in truth. This journey requires space and silence and strength. You're not walking alone. You're walking with purpose. Some won't see it. Some will misunderstand. That's okay. You were never here to be liked. You were here to awaken. And now, even in solitude, you are rising. Not for show, but because your soul demands it. You are becoming the very guide you once searched for. You don't move to be noticed anymore. You move because it's aligned. You don't speak to impress, you speak with intention. There's a new rhythm inside you now. You're not racing, you're not chasing. You've slowed down, but grown. Deeper, what once rattled you now passes through without weight. You're grounded, focused. You're no longer controlled by emotion. You use it as fuel. This is what the realm was preparing you for. quiet power, presence over performance, truth over noise. You've become the calm in the storm, and that calm shakes the world more than any scream ever could. You've reached the edge and stepped through. This isn't the end, it's the unveiling. All the pieces you lost weren't losses, they were layers falling away. You no longer chase love, you are love. You no longer fear endings you understand. They're beginnings. The realm stripped you, shaped you, sanctified you. You move differently now, because you're better, but because you're finally whole. People feel it in your silence, see it in your eyes. You carry something real now, something earned. The noise doesn't reach you. The past doesn't bind you. You're not turning back because now you remember who you are. You no longer live in survival mode. You breathe slower, deeper. Life doesn't feel like a war anymore, it feels like a conversation. You've stopped fighting the flow and started trusting it. You don't grab what's leaving. You don't chase what resists. You allow. That's real power. You've let go of what you thought life should be and opened your hands to what it really is. And now, beauty shows up in places you used to overlook. A quiet morning, an honest word, your own reflection. This is what alignment feels like. Not perfect but peaceful, not loud but deeply alive. And it's yours now. You've learned that strength isn't how loud you roar, it's how gently you can hold truth. You don't attack, you don't defend, you simply are. People feel your energy before you speak. Your presence calms rooms. Your silence speaks louder than noise ever could. You've become a mirror reflecting truth without trying. You don't convince anymore, you live. You've realized that wisdom isn't knowing everything, it's knowing what to release, what to walk away from, what to no longer carry. That's maturity, and it shows in how light you've become. Not because you have less, but because you carry less that doesn't belong to you. Every ending that broke you was secretly a beginning that saved you. You didn't see it then, but now, looking back, you see the pattern. The pain had purpose, the loss had logic, the silence was sacred. It all led here to this peace, this clarity, this strength you carry now. You no longer curse the past, you bless it, because it carved you into someone deeper, someone kinder, someone braver. You've stopped asking why me, and started saying thank you. That shift, that's awakening. That's the moment the old story ends and your real one begins. And you're living it now. You've stopped waiting for life to begin. You understand, now it already has. This moment is enough. This breath is sacred. You're not running towards some distance someday. You're walking fully into the now. And in this presence, everything becomes alive. You don't need more. You don't need permission. You've already arrived. And the world feels different because you're finally seeing it with clear eyes. Your soul has come home. And from that place, you build, you create, you love, not from fear but from fullness, not to prove but to express. You are no longer becoming, you already are, and it's powerful. This is your becoming, quiet, unshakable, divine. You walked into the realm of no return and found yourself, not in books, not in voices, not in mirrors, but in silence, in fire, in stillness. You've died and risen more than once, and each time you came back more true. The world may never understand what it took for you to get here, but you do, and that's enough. You're not who you were. You're not even who you thought you'd be. You are real now, grounded, rooted, whole. And the best part, this isn't the end. It's the beginning of everything.